Who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the guy's name.
Who?
The guy playing first.
Who?
The guy playing first base.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
What are you asking me for? I don't know.
Now, wait a minute.
I'm asking you who's on
Second
first.
place.
That's his name.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
That's it.
Yeah. Hi, hello. How be we be? How be we be? We're doing Genshin again. I was setting up for Slay the Princess, and then it's like, if I don't finish this story quest now, it's going to be another 3 months before I touch it again. So we might switch to Slay the Princess later. I don't know. I make no promises. But we're starting with Genshin. But how? I see Will, and I see Mizu, and Faye, and let's see. There's Kadris, and how are we doing? How's everyone? How are we feeling? Happy we be. I lost track of time because I was watching soft play Star Rail. I was watching her play for a bit, and then I looked over and I realized what time it was, and it's like, oh, yeah. And then I was gonna do like Slay the Princess, and then I decided that if I didn't finish this quest like today, it wasn't getting done. And I needed to get done because I still haven't started the event quest. But hi. Hopefully everything's connected right and we're doing okay, and yeah. Was there any water in the other room? Hang on. What's the Albedo patch going? I don't know. I refuse to go to Mondstadt right now. I've been actively refusing to go to Bond. I've been actively refusing to go to Mondstadt. So, I can't really answer that question. Neat. Yeah, look, okay. So typically, I just do it. But like, it's Mondstadt. And look, I'm not getting anything extra by doing it right now. So if I wait till the next patch, maybe I'll get lucky and we might get a couple of voice actors back. Okay. Maybe I don't want to play until Fenty's voice actors back. That said, I think the event should be mostly like fully voiced and everything. That, and I've just been I've had these things sitting there for like months now, so I see. Yeah, it's copium, but like, let me cope. But also, I've had these quests sitting here for a few months now. So if we finish Emilie and then maybe start the event, I doubt it'll be a super long stream today. What? I said Tuesday. I'm going to stream on Tuesday. I'm surprised nobody's commented yet. Goodness gracious. Which way? Yeah. How's y'all though? How's everybody else doing? How are we feeling? We feeling okay? We doing okay? We hanging in there? Fun to playing at chiropractor. You know what? Fair enough. Fair. And if it's necessary, then, you know, let's go find one that works for you. I need someone to grab me by the ankles and snap me out like a dusty rug. That is kind of a mood, to be honest.
Take a break after all that running around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit.
I get myself from going on an anxiety rant. I can yes. You okay, Mizu? Like maybe not in chat, but like, do you need the fed a little bit? You can fed if you need to. You good? I just realized I haven't opened Infinity Mickey today. Whoops. So if I get caters in an apron, should we go safe for work or not safe for work? Not safe for work would be more fun, but safe for work you could share more places. A lot of people charge more for not safe for work, so I'd say safe for work, yeah. Much escaped and was outside for 5 hours in 5 heat and he's inside and cooling down after wet food. Oh, baby. Does he seem like he's doing okay? I mean, you got him back, and that's important. He's cooling down, he's had some food, he's got some water. Just keep an eye on him, but... Did he seem like he was injured or anything? He might just be kind of frightened right now, honestly. It's never fun when a cat gets out. Wait, what am I doing? Time. That's what I'm doing. Well, his breathing is calming, just overheated. From what I can tell. Yeah, probably. It was probably a lot of anxiety for him, too. If he got out and he didn't know where he was or what was going on or anything like that.
It's been a day. Wonder if Tainari's discovered anything. But things weren't looking good with Emilie's master yesterday. We should check on things at the hotel first.
Check on things at the hotel first. But yeah, just keep an eye on him. It's probably just he needs to relax a little bit. If he doesn't seem like he's... Did you make sure to check for fleas and such, though? That would be the biggest thing I'd be concerned about, was, like, fleas getting to him.
Emilie!
No idea for fleas. How's Edgar?
No longer in critical condition, thankfully. He's still very weak, but with a bit more rest, he should regain consciousness.
Well, do you
soon.
guys regularly put flea medicine on? I know a lot of people don't when they have indoor cats, but I know a lot of people do, so... I mean, it's kind of like checking for lice. You just kind of have to get in and see if you see anything on the skin. There's a good chance he didn't pick anything up. But... Or, I mean, well, in your region, are they bad? I know that they can get bad down here depending on where you are. Same for ticks. So that might not be even something you need to concern yourself with, honestly.
My chemical analysis of a goose also went smoothly,
Goose.
although it certainly raised some questions.
Questions?
I was able to identify the components that give the substance its fragrance, but I also noticed an abnormal trace of elemental energy in the sample.
Elemental energy?
Would that have an effect on the body?
Hard to say. It was such a minute amount, proportionally speaking, like mixing a single drop of perfume into the ocean. I had to use one of the newest tests developed in recent years to even detect the traces present in the sample. Unless you were abnormally sensitive to elemental energy, I doubt it would have any effect, even if you use the product every day for 10 years.
Not just an
As for whether Master's condition was caused by the elemental energy present in the sample or some other component of the perfume, it's still too early to say.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. Did Tainari come and find you? Maybe we could ask him to take a look.
Just keep an eye out.
I received a message from him last
I
night,
know
but I haven't
it's
heard
hard,
anything
but saying
since.
don't stress
The
it's
message said
not,
he was looking into some
necessarily
information at the
something. Anxiety
academia.
does what anxiety wants.
Oh, Paimon
Just
thought
make
he
sure you
might have
take
stopped by
care
to
of
see
it.
you first.
Hello, how are you doing? I'm playing you. Hi, Yusa. Hey, we're
Excuse
just
me? Is Miss Emily here?
we're just kind of chilling. We're doing character quests. How's Yu-Gi-Oh going? Also, game louder. What do you mean the game's louder than me? It has filters on. It has. It has the filters, and I've got it turned down. Like, what? Genshin Impact nice. Good. You're alive? No. This is the the ghost. I was about to say the corpse. The ghost. Have you ever seen that meme about what was it? The ghost piloting the zombie body or whatever? Oh, okay. Hi, Scion. How are you tonight? Eat Paimon. She's emergency food. It's not an emergency yet. I hope you're alive and not just in spirit forever. Make no promises. Besides a metric ton of dishwashing. Good day. Good. Make sure you're taking care and taking breaks, and having good days is nice.
Oh, perfect! Familiar faces! Traveler, Paimon, you're here too!
Oh, like, she's so cute.
Callie. Oh, of course. Ainari's apprentice. He's mentioned you many times. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Oh,
And
cute.
please, no need for formalities. Emily is just fine.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you too, Miss, Emily.
Oh,
Did Tainari send you
Ollie's
here,
so
Colin?
cute. He's grown so much.
Master and the others went through decades worth of records last night, and still haven't had a chance to rest. I'm fast on my feet, so it only made sense for me to come and give you an update. Anyway, based on what they've reviewed so far, they believe there's no indication that a researcher by the name of vtuber ever passed through the academia.
Would it have been an alias?
Master considered that possibility as well, but the name wasn't the only dead end. Master tried to track down people with a similar research
Ooh,
direction or
hello?
background, but also couldn't find a match.
Oh, this is about to get
How is that
interesting.
possible?
Maybe her identity as a researcher from Sumeru was a ruse all along.
It's starting to seem very likely. If we want to figure out her true identity, I'm afraid another conversation with those two merchants might be our only...
Hey,
God,
Lucian!
that voice,
It's
it's...
Sylvain! Wait, you don't think Curio came back, do you?
It would make our life easier.
That seems impossible. If someone came in or out of the hotel just now, we would have seen them.
Let's go inside and check. Let's go see what's going on. Mhm. You rush the hallway and look for...
It's locked?
Thank you. I'll try to break it open. Thank you for the cheese. Door gives way with a bang and you enter the room.
Lucian! Lucian! Come on! Wake up!
What did you do? It was him all along. Is he going to be okay?
Emily, my brother, he's gonna be okay, right? He's just unconscious.
It has been 3 seconds. I don't know if she can tell that fast.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sylvain, but we were too late this time.
No way did they just kill off an NPC. Did they really just kill someone? Oh my god. Well. Well then. That's unexpected. I noticed they're killing more and more people. Yeah, they're getting a bit daring with it, aren't they? Hi, Barry. Sucks to suck being an NPC in a gotcha game. It's just so casual about it too. Like, yeah, he's dead. Sorry. Oh, okay. Problem is, it's random, same-faced NPCs, not really characters we grew attached to. True. Which is why it's like the Koichi one was that was special. Because I mean, she had a very unique design for NPC. And I do have to give them that with Natlin. They started expanding the designs more, and I'm really, really glad they did, because like we've gotten some real nice designs out of that. You know, I love when OBS just decides it's going to resize itself randomly. That's great. That's lovely. I hate you. The Wuwa NPCs are my favorite. Are they all like really unique and such? I honestly don't think I did. What was it? A month 1 or 2? I didn't get super far into Wuwa. And I've had people trying to coax me back for a minute now. Heyo, hi, Fanari. Anyway, so we're back to there's an NPC death. Kind of surprised by it.
Oh, no, that's not
I
possible.
know NPCs especially unique. Some more simpler, but oh really? A bunch are
Traveler, Kale, Mr. Sylvain has gone
huh.
through a huge shock.
Most quest NPCs have a lot of details.
He needs some space
Oh,
to calm down.
That's
Could
always
one of you
nice.
take
Yeah.
him next door?
Yeah.
It's not good for him to look at his brother's body like this.
Of course.
Rosemary.
Leave it to me.
I'll notify the sheriff. That does really suck. Like,
Thank you both.
damn, I just arrived and someone's already dead. And it's not awesome. Aren't you proud of me? That one blonde film power guy I talked about. Oh. Okay.
Mr. Sylvain, let's get you up. Here, take my hand. Nice and slow.
She didn't even like try to revive him or anything like that. She's just like, oh no, he's dead. Is CPR not a thing in this world? Out of curiosity, are there not like measures to help try to save somebody in Tibet? Is it just you don't feel the heartbeat and it's game over? Then I'll hate them this time though. I like Emilie's expressions. Yee. That is another thing I do have to give to Natlin specifically. And they've started expanding it to other characters and like quests and such too, but like giving them more like emotes was a really nice touch. What's the cause of death? Poison. It's gonna end up being poison somehow.
We'll take things from
Because the
here.
other guy
Just focus
drank a
on
bottle of
getting some
perfume,
rest.
so like
Here, this way.
that does actually suck. I'm like not attached to these two, but that does kind of hurt a little bit because it's like, oh, his brother.
Poor guy. He's like a shell of his former self. He may have made some bad decisions in life, but right now, Paimon can't help but feel sorry for him.
Good person or bad, the death of a loved one is equally painful.
Excessive slay. CPR can
All
fix
the
poisoning.
moments he shared with his brother.
No, my
every
point is
hardship
they
and
literally
triumph
just
they
walk in the room.
endured
They don't
together
know what happened.
are now memories he has to carry alone.
See, it's not the fact that it's definitely going to end up being poison, because that's just how this story is going. It's the fact that they walked in the room, have no idea what happened, and then don't proceed to try to do anything to save a life. That's the part that's like, are you sure it was the same cause of death? Are you sure there's something you can do? Like, can you at least try to revive it? Is that not a thing at Tibet? And it doesn't seem like it's a thing at Tibet. Shit, man, their HP is 0. Felix, we all know you fixed that's by shoving eggs in their throat. True. Hey, I've got some items that I need to use up. Actually, do you want them? It might fix this whole situation. I promise. Maybe that's what Kiria wanted.
If Kiria really was behind this, then what exactly did he do to Lucian?
Lucian can no longer speak, but the traces left behind by his death most certainly can. Traveler, I've got things covered here at the scene. I'll leave you to contact the sheriff.
Is it a smart idea to leave the guy by himself? Out of curiosity. Some time passes and the sheriff shown and rushes.
Who would have thought? Yesterday's case is still up in the air, and now this happens.
I've got some stuff
Miss
in
Emily,
my
I heard
endless
you're an
bag. You want
experienced
it?
forensic doctor.
You can have it.
Have you been able to discover anything?
Oh, I'm not actually a forensic doctor. I just happen to have some relevant knowledge. I did take a look, though. Judging by the temperature and rigidity of the body, it appears the time of death was sometime last night.
Okay, there
I'd
we
have
go.
to do more
That's
thorough
better.
investigation to find out more.
That's better than just going, he's gone. Thank you. Because it's like she didn't even try anything. What do you mean? It does raise a couple of other questions though, because weren't they sharing the room?
Then, would you mind helping us investigate? Before he left, Tainari said we could trust your judgment if something like this were to happen.
Tainari expecting
Of course,
something?
I appreciate your trust. Many of the traces left behind at the scene will fade with time, so the sooner we investigate, the better.
Look, I'm just
We're all
saying,
too.
I've got a few
We
items
don't know
that I
much
need to
about
use up.
dead bodies, but you can leave the other clues to us.
Just, is it the incense? It's the incense, isn't it? I mean, hear me out though. I've been working steadily to try to decrease my food stash. I've got stuff he could use to revive someone. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. We have some options. And then after that, we've got some stuff to, you know, get his HP back up. But, like, we could start with the 35 of these stupid bakes I have. Still totally fresh food, by the way. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. But yeah, look, I'm just saying. I've been trying to break it down, use it to where I only keep like the strong items or character specialties. Do you see how many of these stupid revive items I have? You can only use them once every few minutes. Trust me, I've spent a couple of hours throwing I'll hate them off a cliff. Some of this was made when Sam started playing totally fresh. Yeah, yeah, you're not wrong. It's the thing. It was only recently. It's like, okay, let's get rid of some of this. It's been a time. It's been a time. Especially since, like, when I get new recipes, I of course have to master the new recipe too. You can't have an unmastered recipe, which just adds more to the stockpile. It's pretty bad.
My potted plant on the porch has died again. I was watering it every day. Ugh, don't tell me I overdid it this time.
You can also throw a C6.
To tell you the truth, the exhibition has left us quite short-handed. We're lucky to have your help.
Hey, Barbara, since I'm keeping you away from Windbloom, do you want to come? You want to come explore Sumeru? The corners are filled with flowers from different nations. The fragrance is incredibly strong. The incense slowly rises into the air. It seems familiar somehow. The door leads to the hallway. The lock broke when we forced our way in. The store was probably locked last night.
And the windows are shut tight too. Seems like the only way to get in would have been through Sylvain's room.
Hey, Sylvain, is there something you're not telling the class?
Pupils are dilated, skin is flushed. No overt external injuries or signs of a struggle.
A locked room mystery, eh? This bag is stuffed with clothes and other daily necessities. It's quite heavy. The space inside the cabinet is divided into various compartments. It doesn't look like a person could hide in there.
Well, looks like we've investigated as much as we can. Let's go report back to Emily and Sham.
We just watched you run around the room and do nothing, but it's okay. We rule out the possibility of a ghost being the killer.
Did you find anything?
What, like the ghost of the person who killed themselves? The one who, like, destroyed all the evidence and such? They're trying to pin it back, like, turn it around and pin it on the younger sibling, right? But it's starting to feel like it's actually this sibling that started the mess. There are no signs of forced entry. The only way in would have been through Sylvain's room.
Paimon can show you. Here, it'd be something like this.
But
Cute.
entering through the room next door without alerting Sylvain. Wait, you don't think Sylvain could have been the one who?
I'm not putting it above anything
his
else.
reaction to the loss of his brother seemed genuine, and he doesn't have a motive.
Then what could have happened last night? I know Sylvain is still in shock, but he's our
What
only
could have
available
happened, Finn?
witness.
You're taking this away from me. He has plenty of
You have to make a
motive.
statement.
I agree. Also,
Once
I've
greed
made
get
some new
involved, greed is the
discoveries,
only
so we
motive you
might
need
as
to
well
watch out
head
for.
next door and go through everything together.
The body has been cold for some time already, and there's no signs of a struggle. No further clues have been found yet. A body has been discovered. I saw. You enter Sylvain's room. He looks much calmer.
Mr. Sylvain, I need you to tell me everything you and your brother did since yesterday afternoon. Did you see or hear anything strange?
After Kyria attacked Edgar, my brother and I were incredibly careful.
I'm not careful enough.
We returned to our rooms and decided to lock all the doors leading to the hallway. The only door we kept unlocked was the one connecting our rooms. That way, if we heard any commotion coming from
Is
the
it
other
through the
room, we could help each other. But I didn't hear any sort of commotion last night. Not a single noise. I woke up this morning, opened the door, and Lucian was...
So, no movement from the room next door. No forced entry via Sylvain's room. No signs of a struggle at the scene. And no external injury on Lucian's body.
Are we sure it wasn't just
What
like
kind of cause of death
his body
are we
giving
dealing with
out?
here?
I did notice a few things about the body. Lucian's pupils were dilated, and his skin was flushed. Very similar to Master's symptoms after the attack yesterday.
I love how
weren't
they're
any
like
traces
heart
of
attack,
liquid in
not
his mouth
possible.
or nose,
No.
so it's
Stroke,
unlikely
absolutely
he was
not.
forced to ingest anything.
It was something
The more
that...
plausible explanation is that he inhaled a substance
Jeez.
without knowing it. And I'd say that
Man, this murder
substance
stuff's
was likely a
not- Do you have
ghost.
any primo games
A
to pay for our detective service?
No, that's not possible. Inhaling a goose won't kill you. And anyway, it would have been for just one night.
Just one night? So you're saying prolonged exposure is dangerous?
No, that's not what I meant.
That's what you said.
Emily, you ran your tests,
From
didn't you?
Day keeps the
Go
murderer
on.
away.
Tell everyone whether you found
It makes
any
me
poison.
less likely to run rampant.
No,
I'm just
I
saying.
didn't find any common toxins.
See? A ghost is harmless. The market response proved that years ago.
The fact that he gets
That
so
may
up
be
in arms
true
about it
for
is so
most people,
suspicious.
but not for everyone.
Allergic reaction?
Master!
Okay, I didn't really notice the
You're up and
lighting
about
details. I do
already?
like that lighting detail. And when she stepped into like the stained glass, the lighting
Thanks
came
to
through for a
Emily,
second.
I'm
That was
out of the
nice.
woods for now.
Like I
Sylvain,
hadn't noticed that.
no matter how hard you may try to hide it,
Oh.
the truth will always come to light.
Edgar!
Even if we could keep it a secret for another 10 or 20 years, do you think Kyria would just let us be? No.
Did the perfume kill the
He would
sister
never give
and they
up.
set the fire?
Not if he's doing all of this for Yelena.
Elena?
That's Vijava's real name.
So
Yelena
truth comes out.
wasn't a scholar from Sumeru. She was an exiled Fatus from Snezhnaya.
A Fatus?
Oh, Chloe.
Well, that means the elemental energy present in Auguste was...
Ah, so you've already detected it. Well, Sylvain, looks like there's truly no reason to hide things now.
Oh,
The
sure?
Auguste flower was created with the mutative
Yeah,
and
yeah,
distorting
I
power.
just knew you were about to
of a
take it there and I
delusion.
didn't want you to.
A delusion?
The Fatui, delusions... I never would have thought Auguste was hiding this many secrets.
Born
I
of
just thought it was a
delusion,
perfume.
Auguste contained distorted
it's-
elemental energy.
Confused with
The
him.
prolonged exposure over many years could have a harmful effect on the body.
that's enough, Edgar. I'll take it from here. At first, Yelena wanted to keep refining the perfume and the flower. But no one knew how long the perfume mania was going to last back then. It didn't have any effect on ordinary people anyway. Every day we postponed going to market was another day of lost earning potential.
So you decided poisoning people was worth the risk?
Listen, it's not like it was good for business. But all that talk about Auguste being harmful over time, Yelena was just speculating. The impact was practically negligible. Unless you were particularly sensitive to elemental energy or had an entire bottle shoved down your throat like Edgar. You could use the product
But you
for
didn't.
decades and be completely fine.
It may be true there are no records of Auguste poisoning in Fontaine. But even if no one was acutely poisoned, willfully bringing
fact
a
that she
product to
specifies
market
in
despite
Fontaine.
explicit knowledge of its harmful effects is still a serious crime.
The divine and noble Auguste originated from delusion. If the truth came out, the market for your product would be destroyed.
That explains why you were so intent on keeping Yelena and Kyria's involvement a secret all this time, despite readily confessing to all your financial crimes. The Fatui, delusions, Auguste. If the Marechaussee Phantom discovered the connection between the three, there would have been enough evidence to send you to the Fortress of Meripede
Brings
for
back
life.
lesbian hours.
If I'd known coming to Sumeru would put a target on my back, I would have been more than happy to stay there. At least that way, Lucian would still be alive. All these years without any sign of Kyria, and he pops up out of nowhere the minute my brother and I get out of
This
prison?
is true. What
It
did you
couldn't
do
be
to
any
his
clearer
sister?
who the kid's after.
What did you do to
Auguste was
Yelena?
harmless before. The fact that it's killing people all of a sudden must be
What
his
did you do
doing
to
as
his
well.
sister?
So there's bad blood between you.
What about Yelena's
We
death?
got
Was
bad
that a cover-up
blood.
too? A way to destroy
Oh,
evidence?
hey, look, Emily's actually asking the questions I have.
I'll admit, we thought about it at one point.
Mhm.
We took care to disguise the products circulating on the market. and no one was questioning Yelena's fake identity.
I need new
But
glasses.
If the Mara
Those are
Chaussee
so
Phantom
cute.
decided to look into the flower
I haven't gone to
beds,
pick up my
it would have
glasses yet.
been the
We're
end.
supposed to today, but
Yelena's
Didn't make it over
ties
there.
to the Fatui, the role of the delusion. Everything would have been exposed. Before we could even put our plan in motion, Yelena beat us to it. She burned all her flower beds and threw
excuse me.
herself into the fire as well.
But if her goal was to destroy evidence, there would have been no reason to do that to herself.
True.
Yeah, she could have just burned the flower beds and fled with her brother.
I thought about it for a long time, but it
Yeah.
wasn't until just now that I finally understood her
I got a
reasoning.
pair that I'm actually
Everything
really,
she
really
did.
excited for.
It was for her brother.
And I don't know if I want to. I think I've said what they are before. But that doesn't mean I want to openly admit what they are again. So that I'm really excited for them. Though they came. I got a text yesterday saying that they had them. I'm actually legitimately really excited for them. I don't know if I want to keep painting that target on my back even bigger. So I am excited to get the new prescription though.
There.
Thank you for the head up. And I was considering if I wanted to pick up a box of contacts, because got some trial contacts. And I kind of want to look into what like the range of contacts are, because the trial they gave me, it was the same for both eyes, but on the prescription itself, the prescriptions are different. It's different by like 0.25, and I don't know if that makes a big enough difference in contacts, or so I do kind of want to question that a little bit. But like, might try some contacts. I don't know.
One of the reasons they defected from the Fatui was the deterioration of Yelena's body due to her excessive use of a delusion.
Excuse me.
She didn't want her brother to follow in her footsteps after her death. After arriving in Fontaine, Yelena continued using the delusion to cultivate the Auguste flower,
That would
weakening her
explain it, yeah.
body even further.
We've seen firsthand what the delusion
There were
was.
times when she couldn't even walk.
So she couldn't flee with her brother because she was afraid of holding him back.
If her true identity was exposed, she and her brother would face pressure from both Snezhnaya and Fontaine. The
She
Auguste
was-
flower and Yelena's own corroded body both bore the mark of a delusion. There would have been no way to avoid suspicion.
Yeah,
So,
that.
in the end, she burnt it all to ash, including herself. With all the evidence erased, Kyria was free to take the Mora and run.
It's funny it was on you. Like,
So the
he's
wealth
got
you
it in
earned
his head
from
this is your
Auguste,
fault.
It wasn't destroyed in the fire. Yelena gave it to her brother?
Most likely. Before Yelena died, she said if anything happened to her, she was going to leave everything to her brother. We just didn't realize she meant our cut as well. That's why Lucian and I were searching for Kyria, to take back our Mora and the Auguste flower. We just
Good for
didn't
you.
realize Kyria
Honestly,
was
good for
baiting us the whole time.
you, babe.
It was all a trap.
The throwing yourself in a fire part, maybe not so
Kyria
much.
out for revenge anyway.
But the making sure your
Doesn't
brother's
know
taken care of,
Yelena's decision to
that's a good
sacrifice
basis.
herself?
I don't think he knew his sister was nearing death. Yelena always wore heavy makeup around him to conceal her deteriorating appearance. She
that's less good
kept
basis,
herself
but
busy
understandable
with
all the
work
same.
to keep out of sight. That way her brother wouldn't
Less
notice
good. Still
how she could
understandable.
barely walk.
Then all we'll need to do is tell Kyria what really happened, and then he'll give up on his revenge. I'm not so sure.
Oh,
To
honey.
the truth, he'd still find someone to blame. He might think Yelena was forced into using a delusion to cultivate a goose.
She would
Or
know,
something like
wouldn't
that.
she? Oh, baby.
It's hard to pull yourself out of that kind of hatred. especially when you've been living in that headspace for so many years.
Ole.
Even if Yelena's death was her own choice, I wouldn't call myself innocent either.
Edgar, what are you talking about?
Ole
Think about
wholeheartedly
it,
speaking from
Sylvain.
experience right
If
there.
we hadn't been in such a hurry to capitalize on the perfume mania all those years ago, do you think Yelena would have elected to take those risks? If we hadn't been so blinded by greed, so insistent on increasing the scale of the flower cultivation, do you think Yelena's health would have deteriorated as fast as it did? If we hadn't invited the Marechaussee Phantom to our doorstep by breaking the law at every turn, Yelena could have survived.
You know, I'm glad at least one of them.
She knew her limits. She knew her days were numbered. Maybe it was for her brother, but she was in it for the Mora just as much as us. We were just trying to earn a bit of Mora. And what, we deserve to die for that? Target me for being the mastermind, sure. But what about Lucian? He was just following my orders.
And he's the best way to
Lucian's
hurt you.
crime, was it really so extreme that he had to pay for it with his life?
Sounds like yours was.
The only person that can answer that question is a judge.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway. Drag me back to Fontaine to stand trial.
Dios.
I don't care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
3 people from Fontaine, 1 from Snezhnaya, and a crime committed in Port Ormos. What a headache.
What's going to happen?
Well, we can only wait until the Academia sends
Sign up, sign up, sign up, sign
We'll
up.
have to contact Fontaine
Wait, no,
as well.
sign,
In any
sign
case,
up.
we won't really know anything until tomorrow.
Please,
With the
please,
exhibition,
please. If
we
I
don't
see
even have
Sino in this
space
class,
Port
my life
Ormos
will
to
be
detain
made.
anyone. Such a headache.
I've missed the Sumeru guy.
The hotel could suffice. You could station a few officers to keep an eye on Sylvain and myself. Although with Sylvain's mental state and my physical one, I don't think you need to worry about a jailbreak.
Another
Mr.
poison
Edgar,
attempt,
Are you
though.
saying...
If Sylvain is to stand trial, then I deserve the same fate. A crime is a crime, accomplice or not. I'd just
Took a
like
while,
to
but
take
he's being
care of a few
honorable about
things
it.
before I go. Say goodbye to my plants and all that. As for Sylvain, I'm sure he also has some goodbyes of his own. Would you be willing to grant that request, Sheriff?
But leave him
Well,
alone to do it.
all right. I'll talk to the Academia. No matter who you were in Fontaine or what crimes you committed, the man we grew to know in Sumeru proved himself to be a good person. Your request is granted.
You have my thanks, Sheriff.
But if we wait until tomorrow, doesn't that mean something could still happen tonight?
Happen tonight? Oh, you mean the possibility that Kyria might try to finish what he started?
Yeah, all we know is that he uses a goose to poison people, but we still have no idea how to catch him in the act. If he targets Sylvain or Edgar again, we might not be able to stop him.
That may be true, but what if we can take advantage of his desperation?
Eggy shell. You didn't see anything.
Hi, Colin. Catch him like whomp chomp, boom, busted Eggy. The Eggy didn't deserve that. Eggy didn't deserve that. Okay, I need to shorten the time on that. That goes for so long. I'm not even going to be surprised if it's broken again, let's be honest. Desperation?
If we
Nope, there it
take
goes.
advantage of this situation
One day the
and
Eggy will
lure
have
him in
this.
on purpose, we might finally have the chance to talk to him.
Master, no. That's too dangerous.
So, that's your plan. If Kyria learns we're being taken away tomorrow, his last chance to enact his revenge would be tonight. In other words, you want to use us as bait to capture him.
Capture? Not necessarily. I just want to talk. What? Are you afraid of him?
His brother is dead because of this kid. What do you mean?
This is my only chance to make him pay for what he did.
Yeah, that's about what I was
Spending the rest of
expecting.
my life in prison anyway. I can't just sit back and let him ride off into the sunset with our fortune. There's no way I'm letting him get away with it. Not after what he did to Lucian. As for the danger, everyone else just needs to make preparations. In
You know, you
advance
just
to
said in front of the
protect us.
sheriff that you want to go after
I'll
this kid,
admit,
and you think
it
the
could
sheriff's going to
work.
let you.
We just need to spread the word that Edgar and Sylvain are leaving tomorrow. Then I'll station some of my men around the hotel. If we have your assistance as well, our chance
I was
of
going to say,
success would be
please tell me
higher.
that the vengeance
I
is
still
capturing
have
him
some
so he gets put on trial
reservations.
too.
But if you
Like, tell me
insist
that's
on
all
carrying
of-
out this plan,
It's planning.
I won't deny you my help.
We can help stand for
I'll
her.
also keep watch.
Olay.
I think Sylvain and myself should remain alone in our respective rooms.
I think that's a terrible
Kyria
idea.
noticed another person in the room, he might decide to turn back. And besides, it's
All right,
possible
instead of
he's
life in
already
prison, it's death
transformed
now.
August
Yay!
into a potent toxic gas.
You mean if he doesn't see a way to get his hands on the two of you, he might get so desperate that he'll just start using a goose on everybody?
If that were to happen, everyone's standing guard. Even the innocent citizens in Port Ormos would all be in danger.
That's why everyone else
So
needs to
have
keep
your
to the
rifles at
shadows.
the ready. We know guns exist in this world. Don't tell me you can't
You're
get a
still
couple.
recovering. You need to rest.
This old pack of bones doesn't bounce back like it used to. I suppose I'll just have to leave the rest to you.
All right, we can figure out a plan to keep
I feel
watch
like
later.
Emily would have been a fascinating
Right now, I
character
say we
to
split
have
up. Start spreading that
in
information before it's too late.
the Archon quest. I'm just saying. Everyone's help news about a ghost spread. Igor and Savon's pending departure begins to spread.
Have you heard? Mr. Edgar's been detained. He's being taken away
Have you
tomorrow.
heard of this thing called
What?
an
He's
emo?
the one who helped
There's
craft
the
all the
toxic
fragrances
stuff
for our
that way.
shop.
Okay, but consider it could just spread it.
He taught my child how to make perfume.
You know,
How could this happen?
it could just make it
He
worse.
hasn't been convicted yet. Let's just wait and see what the court has to say.
Oh, everyone on the street is talking about the rumors.
Unexpected.
No
moment.
matter where Kyrie is hiding, he must have heard them by now. Let's head back to the hotel and take a break. We can see how the other preparations are going while we're at it.
I love how you literally put me down here to make me go back up. Heck, you're right. Everyone roll con saves. So exclamation point roll. See what happens. Look, you guys should be proud of me. I can't even kill Alhaitham currently. It wouldn't even be a matter of trying. I physically can't, you know, hurt him right now.
Emily, Sheriff Xian wants to talk to you and the Traveler about our plans for the
I
night
love
watch.
this.
Thank you, Kale. But first, here, I prepared a kind of herbal tea that helps calm the spirit. Why don't you have some?
Oh, that's very kind of you, but I'm okay.
Oh, it's not good to be so tense, especially when we've got a long night ahead of us. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I couldn't help but notice that something seems
She
to be on
gets
your
the
mind.
revenge. Like, she gets where that's coming from.
Was it that obvious?
You seem very preoccupied with Kiria's revenge. If there's anything you want to talk about, I'm happy to listen.
Oh,
Poor Derwin. What you see,
Hey, Emily, Kale. Oh, are we interrupting something? No, not at all. This will be easier to talk through with you here anyway. I've just been thinking. If Kiria has the capacity to commit murder while remaining completely undetected, why didn't he target Sylvain along with Lucien last night? There was just a single door separating them. If his intention was to target both brothers, then there was barely anything standing in his way.
You think Lucien
Don't you
did it to
think?
himself? Is that where this is about
When
to
I
go?
accompanied
Is that what
Sylvain
there's
to his
about to
room
tell
after
me?
Lucien died and saw how distraught he was, I suddenly realized maybe Kiria did that on purpose. Maybe he wanted Sylvain to experience the pain of losing a loved one before he completed his ultimate revenge.
That's what I
So
was
did
thinking,
he attack
yes.
Edgar as a warning then? To scare Sylvain and Lucien?
That's the vibe I was getting.
Based on what we've heard about Kiria, that may very well be the case.
Losing his sister all those years ago. What has been going through his head? What has he been forced to endure? Whenever I get to thinking like that, I just can't help but wonder. If I were in his place, would I be able to let go of that hatred?
Poor Cole. Honestly, Cole.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't think like that. Not after everything he's done.
I mean, no.
I just can't help it.
Considering her
There's
history,
nothing wrong with
like...
the way you're feeling. Empathy is a part of human nature. In
Sweet
all my
child.
years of cleaning up crime scenes, I've witnessed countless families mourn their loved ones. Their cries of devastation and anger still echo through my mind, even now. Some of them even try to stop me, begging me not to erase the last remnants of their loved ones.
Ouch.
But getting swept up in those emotions will
Ouch.
corrupt your
Actually?
judgment.
Oh.
Surround yourself with fragrance for too long, and your sense of smell will become dull. Allow yourself to be consumed by your emotions, and you lose the ability to think rationally. So while you hold on to that sense of empathy, you also need to ask yourself, do Sylvain and Lucien really deserve to die? How much did they truly know about the Fatui and the delusion? Did they force Yelena to make those decisions?
The
Answering
blue in
those
the center of
questions
her eye
requires
is
a lot
such
of
a pretty
time and
shade.
evidence, while a single act of vengeance can put those answers forever
I think
out
if
of
I
our
ask
reach.
nicely, I can talk Maru to no.
I've witnessed a lot of deaths.
Maru
in
might actually
Fontaine.
kill me if I say
When
that.
someone dies, a certain amount of information can be inferred from the traces left behind at the scene. But generally speaking, death will just leave most questions unanswered, and the whole picture ever incomplete.
Once you're consumed by hatred, it will become next to impossible to think about things that way. For someone like Kiria, I'm sure right and wrong lost all meaning a long time ago.
You're right. The fact that we can approach these questions from this perspective isn't because we're more rational than them. It's because we're fortunate enough not to have suffered that kind of
You're
loss.
making an awful lot of
But
assumptions.
that also makes us perfectly positioned to stand on the outside and try to pull them back from the brink before it's
You
too
haven't
late.
suffered that kind of loss.
I understand Kiria's decision.
Not that
but I
one
still want to
exactly,
stop
but...
them. Master, Sylvain, and Kiria. They all deserve
I do
to
actually
survive.
love how that blue just stands out.
Huh. The
Right.
fortunate and the unfortunate.
Are we gonna have at least one more dead NPC before this is over?
Emily, Traveler. Huh? Edgar, you're here too?
Oh, it's you two! Didn't you head back to your room to rest, Edgar? Is it really okay for you to be out and about like this?
His room is right there.
A little exercise never hurt anyone.
He's taking like 5 steps
Besides-
outside of it.
I don't have much time left in Sumeru. so I'd like to take care of my plants while I still can.
We could do that for you, Master.
No need. I've grown
Yours are better than the
attached to
Mexican
these
phone.
flowers, and this is my last chance to
The other brother,
say
honestly.
goodbye.
The way he's
Come
just far
tomorrow.
enough gone.
I'll be happy to
I keep
entrust
being
their
surprised
care
by
to
how
you.
Emily said.
I would imagine
What do you mean it's Emily?
Sheriff Sham is here for a more...
Yeah, when I first saw the
important
name, I wasn't sure how to
reason.
pronounce it, and then I heard how it was
Watch.
said, and it's like,
You mentioned earlier
Really?
that we still need to confirm our plans.
That's right. I've stationed some of my men around the surrounding area, but we still don't have anyone standing guard next to Sylvain's room.
you mean in you see?
Exactly.
Is the body
After
still
some
there?
discussion, we concluded that Sylvain has the highest risk of being attacked next.
If Edgar goes down,
You're the
it's
most
gonna
skilled
be
fighter here,
willingly.
traveler. And Emily's
Just
expertise
saying.
is sure to come in handy in a pinch. That's why I want
Playing
you
the
two
French?
stationed next to Sylvain's room. So, are you up for it?
Fine with me. What about you?
Sounds perfectly reasonable. I'll be glad to have your help tonight, traveler.
Wait, why are you drinking calm down tea? You're going on a late night stakeout. This is caffeine time. Where's the coffee? it is 8:30 at night. Why do I want a coffee?
My men and I will be stationed nearby to monitor the situation. A warning will be issued if any unusual activity is detected.
I'll head into the mountains to keep an eye on everyone coming in and out of the area. Just leave the wilderness surveillance to the forest rangers.
She's grown so strong. I'm so proud of her. Okay, while the ad is playing, let's just take a moment to chat. Yeah, and by that, I mean, give me a second to, mess with something that I thought I fixed and I apparently didn't. You know, I wonder if there's a way to put all, like, you know, the different widgets you can get, and then you put them all in, like, Stream Elements, for example, right? I wonder if there's a way to actually, what am I thinking? Put them all in the same layout on Stream Elements, so you only have to use one web thing. Not that I can see myself really doing that, but... Because it sounds like it'd be more, effort than I'm willing to put in. But you know what I mean? Let's see. Okay, let's see if that fixes that. That little itty bitty thing that's gonna bother me specifically. God, this game is so like it's. I don't know. I think it's pretty. Like, look at that. Pretty. Anyway. Add over. Yeah. Just about. Okay. Not work. Cool.
Shouldn't you be standing guard in the room next door? I would hate for Kyria to notice you here and abandon
You're a-
ship.
Rude You wait and we for quite a long time.
Huh. Not a peep. Has Kirya given up on his revenge?
Just like that.
Guess we'll have to keep at it.
The night deepens as the time passes.
Still nothing unusual. Paimon took a peek into the room next door and Sylvain's already sleeping.
Shyamalan hasn't issued a warning either.
Perhaps Kiria's true motive was simply forcing Sylvain to confess his crimes. No, that can't be right. If all he wanted was for Sylvain to be convicted for his true crimes, he could have tipped off the Marechaussee Phantom years ago.
He's already killed Lucien. There's no reason to stop
There
there.
must be something we're missing. Something extremely important.
Maybe we just need to calm down a little. How about some tea? That herbal blend from earlier was pretty tasty.
We can't abandon our post. There's something here that we can use to make tea.
You're right. Maybe we can look for a different distraction then, like looking at the flowers. Oh, there's a glaze lily here. Paimon didn't notice it earlier.
Because they don't bloom during the day.
Flowers, glaze lilies, incense. Oh no! Sylvain's room! Quick!
Wait, what?
Emily rushes next door. A strange floral fragrance saturates the room. Lies moving on the bed, already fully unconscious.
Hey, did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
It was the older of the merchant brothers, right?
Yeah, I think his name was Sylvain. Poor guy was murdered in cold blood.
First it was Mr. Edgar, then that merchant named Lucien, and now this.
Lucien and Sylvain.
Listen up, everyone. This is an active crime scene. Please, no loitering.
It's been 3 days and they haven't even caught a glimpse of the guy. What is going on?
What's going on?
Do you think it could be the work of an evil spirit? I mean, how do you get away with something like that with so many people watching?
Keep it moving, everyone. No loitering.
I suppose I'm next.
You don't know that. Kiria already attacked you once, and you survived. Perhaps he doesn't consider your crime to be worthy of death.
You were the only reason I managed to survive, Emily. I never did thank you for that, did I?
Even if I wasn't there, Tainari was also in the vicinity. He would have been able to help.
Is that so? I suppose I'm
I don't like
a very
this.
fortunate
I don't like
person
this
then.
setup. I don't like. What are you trying to do?
Exceptional students, caring friends, and the respect of my peers. If it is indeed my time to go, then I'll die without regrets. But Kiria has nothing. Yelena is gone. Now, his enemies are too. It really makes you wonder if there's even a reason to keep on living.
If you really
Dark?
want an answer,
Okay,
I suppose
sure.
you'll have to ask Kiria himself, once we finally catch him.
Well, I hope it all goes well. Emily, there's something else I'd like to ask of you. With everything that's happened, holding the exhibition is off the table now. But so many flowers were transported here for the show, some of them thousands of miles away from their homeland. I can't let them
Okay, in
wither
other
away
languages,
with no one to
what do
care
they
for
use
them.
instead of miles?
Whether Kiria
That's the
gets
first
to me
question.
first,
Follow-up
or
question.
I'm sent back to Fontaine to
So
stand
they
trial.
use
I won't be
things like
around
miles
to look
and
after them.
Tibet, do they?
I know it's a lot to ask, but
Because
could
I get it, because
them
it's easy.
to
And
your
with something like
care?
this, you don't want to put that.
Of course,
much into the
Master.
thing. But at the same time,
Really? Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Now I truly have nothing to worry about.
Sheriff Sham still has some questions for me, so I've gotta go.
Go ahead. Best not to keep him waiting. He can be quite impatient.
One way to phrase that.
I'm sorry, Master.
Meanwhile, in Safon's room.
Another all-nighter. Paimon sure hopes Emily's plan will go well. Oh, but Kali still looks quite worried. Let's go talk to her.
Hi, you good, dear?
I hope she didn't run into any trouble.
She's extremely meticulous. I'm sure she's prepared to handle anything that might come her way.
Yeah, that's true.
Traveler, I had my men start spreading the information you requested. The crowd is gone now too, but I have to admit, I'm not really sure what's going on.
Like, why are we in the room with an incense burner? I don't trust those right now.
Together and arranging personnel. I barely had a second to spare last night. To be honest, I'm still not sure how the crime was committed that night.
It's pretty simple,
The
actually.
key clue was right in front of us the entire time.
I feel like you've been waiting to say that for a while.
Let's go. We'll show you where the culprit hid a goose.
I still could not tell you why, but every time I say August, I go Augustus Gloop in my head.
I only have a basic idea of what happened, to be honest. I haven't really worked out the details.
Ah, so you're saying I'm the only one who's completely in the dark.
Crunk, is that what he kind of reminds me of? The incense slowly, it seems familiar somehow. Checked last night. Turns out it's where it belongs.
Wasn't this incense originally in Lucian's room? It must have been moved here before nightfall yesterday.
Like, if you're expecting me to be smart about this, you're coming to the wrong.
Another all-nighter.
Hello?
Paimon sure hopes Emily's plan will go well.
Hello? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I
Emily
wasn't expecting it to
still isn't back.
reset.
I hope, yeah, that's
Traveler, I had my men start spreading the information you requested. After listening to be honest, I'm still not sure.
The key clue was right in front of us the entire... Let's go. We'll show you where the culprit hid a goose.
Will no. Lumi. Hello. How are you tonight? Fragrance is incredibly strong. These lilies swing. The ring of moisture on the ribbon petals feels sticky to touch.
This is it.
The glazed lily? Did I have this wrong? It's
Glazed
the
lily,
Lumi.
huh?
It's
I think I've heard of it before.
Hi.
It's a flower from the Neela, right?
It is a flower.
Well,
from the
did
lily.
you know it only blooms at night?
Emily, you're back.
How'd it go?
Exactly as expected.
A flower that only blooms at night. Ah, like the Neelatpala lotus.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I
Exactly.
didn't realize it was only bloomed at
Although
night.
the Neelatpala lotus wouldn't be a good substitute in this scenario. When it's closed, the gaps between the petals are too large. That's why Kyria chose the glaze lily as his mechanism. He would start by preparing an Agoose sample.
Just dabbed it on the outside of the petals, poured it in the flower pot, soaked the air around the petals.
If applied to the outside, you would still be able to smell a goose even in the daytime.
I miss this. I miss having traveler voice lines. Is the Lumi though? Happy Luminia. Happy you be. Happy we be.
If poured into the flower pot, the liquid would seep into the soil. That might prevent the substance from taking effect. There's a sticky substance on the edge of the flower petals. It's one I recognize.
This week, prepare for vacay next week. I mean, his lines. I know, I miss it. Ugh. We got some really good traveler lines recently, and they've been unvoiced, and it's been sad. Like, I get it, but it's been sad. Because they were in cutscenes, which means they were voiced lines. You got plans for the vacay? You going anywhere? You just kind of chilling.
If you stick the petals together with slime condensate, then in the daytime, the glazed lily would act almost like a hidden container.
Oh, you did mention that. Is it this week that it came out? I remember you saying that it was coming out soon. I didn't realize it was coming out soon. More voice than mean. But EA and VA stuff. Yeah. Next week, official date is the 21st. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Hopefully you have a good time with it. Like, hopefully you're able to just sit back and enjoy for a little bit. Thank you.
That's right.
So you're getting everything
He
all
applied a
wrapped up?
diluted
Yeah,
form
I'm
of
getting
slime
our little tasks
condensate to
on the
the
way.
petals
Let's
to
go.
stick them together.
So you can just
and
veg
enclosed
out.
a sample of the
So I can be
in the
head empty.
center.
Let's go.
That way, the agouste would remain trapped inside during the daytime, unable to seep between the petals and evaporate into the air. This also allowed the culprit to plant the poison well in advance, while his targets remained oblivious. However, the diluted slime condensate wouldn't be
Been a while
viscous
since I've been
enough
excited
to
like
prevent
this.
the petals of the glaze
Good.
from opening at night.
Be excited.
So by
Look forward
nightfall,
to it.
The flower would bloom, thereby forcing the target to inhale the agouste trapped inside.
And Kyria could execute his
forward to
revenge
something
without having to
good.
step foot inside the room during the night.
Just relax.
By the next morning,
and have a good
the sample of
time.
agouste would have nearly fully evaporated. The glaze lily would have already closed its petals, and any lingering odor would be concealed by the fragrance of the other flowers in the room.
And his mission would be accomplished.
Wait a second. You're telling me this version of a goose is so toxic, inhaling the minute amount trapped inside a flower is enough to kill a grown man? And how did Edgar even survive ingesting a whole bottle of the stuff?
That's because agouste is just as dangerous now as it was all those years ago. The level of toxicity has never changed. Only a small subset of people are truly at risk.
And they all just happen to fit that
You
subset.
mean people who are sensitive to elemental energy. So it's just some sort of happy coincidence that Sylvain and Lucien are allergic to the stuff? That can't be right. They were involved in the operation all those years ago. If the stuff gave them a bad reaction, they would have known from the very start.
You would think so, right?
Use the word allergic necessarily.
Chicken? Yes.
It's more like they're
Chicken.
susceptible to its effects. But that
Mm,
distinction
Steve.
isn't important right now.
A chicken.
You can think of it this way.
Nice to meet
It's
you.
not that
Steve.
Sylvain and Lucien are innately sensitive to elemental energy, but that Kyria found a way to ensure that they would be.
Primordial seed and sense in the room.
In Fontaine, I experienced how drinking primordial seawater made me more attuned with the element of hydro. But that substance would be hard to get around here.
Like, it's obviously the
All
influence,
kinds
but
of essential oils commonly found in alchemical products can temporarily
I
increase
just want to hear
elemental
Lily
affinity.
speak.
Hmm.
I just want to hear
But it
her
would be
talk.
difficult to force someone to use them without knowing it. The incense I smelled earlier seemed familiar. Thinking back on it, I'm almost certain it was the scent of spirit borneal.
Oh, no.
In Sumeru, scholars use spirit borneal to aid meditation and stimulate their connection to the Dendro
Wait for the
Archon.
mean moment. Honestly.
Alchemically produced essential oils, the primordial seawater that caused unrest in Fontaine.
I feel like
not
getting the
too
primordial
long ago.
seawater and then holding on
All
to it
of
would
those
just
are
be a bit of a
substances
pain,
that
you
can
know?
heighten your sensitivity to elemental energy.
And Kyria chose Spirit Borneal.
That stuff gave us a lot of trouble when we first came to Sumeru.
Ah, yes. I definitely remember that.
In Sumeru, it's not uncommon to use incense indoors, so its presence wouldn't arouse suspicion. The flowers in the room could also serve to mask the scent.
Flowers were pretty important to this plan, huh? The glazed lily is native to Liyue. It would be completely unnatural to have one here in Sumeru if it weren't for the exhibition.
I don't think it
What a
was a coincidence.
coincidence.
He absolutely had this planned down
Actually,
to the moment.
it's not a coincidence at all.
The expedition, the hotel, it was all meticulously designed to trap.
No wonder he was willing to pay a small fortune to rent out the hotel.
He probably used the Mora Yelena left him, don't you think? That money was supposed to set him free. But in the end, it was just a tool for his revenge.
There's a saying among forensic doctors in Fontaine. Every step you take leaves a mark. But up until this
Every
point,
move
we
you
haven't been able to
make-
detect
I'm
any
sorry.
trace of Kiria's
What?
activities. That's not because he was coming and going undetected, or because he's some kind of evil spirit, but because he's been disguised as someone else this entire time.
Creating such an intricate mechanism out of a glaze lily, setting up the spirit borneal in advance, and arranging for Sylvain and Lucien to stay at the hotel. It all points to one person, the expert in charge of the entire exhibition. The Mora spent to rent out the hotel, the way the Auguste flower was cultivated, the method used to disguise his appearance. It all points to one person. The boy who inherited Yelena's legacy, her younger brother.
So she, her association.
Kyria and Edgar are one and the same.
Make conclusion.
But Kirya was only in his teens back then. He wouldn't even be 40 years old by now. Edgar's lived here for so many years. Even if he changed his appearance, going that long without giving anything away, it would be impossible.
Bad news, Sheriff! Mr. Edgar was attacked!
What?
Does he have a delusion?
A dark shadow-like figure just ran out of his room. It was giving off a really ominous aura. But before we could even react, the figure up and disappeared like some sort of ghost or something. By the time we got a look inside the room, Mr. Edgar was gone. Do you think Kyria kidnapped him?
That would be bold,
I need you
wouldn't
to
it?
think very carefully about this. Are you certain that figure wasn't Edgar himself?
I mean, Mr. Edgar was so frail. I don't see how he could have moved that fast.
It would seem Master decided to tap into an ill-advised source of power.
What? But that's so dangerous with the condition he's in. It's...
Suicide.
But why? Why would he do that? He's already accomplished his revenge.
No. If his aim was to target everyone who had a hand in Yelena's death,
If he left Sylvain alive yesterday, not out of a desire to see him suffer, but to confirm the truth about why Yelena chose to die,
then there's still one target left.
Let's see.
The shadow-like figure ran in the direction of the elevator, and my partner immediately chased after them.
We should hurry before they're forced to confront each other.
Where in the world did he go? Let's ask the merchants nearby.
The cowering merchants. Oh, this should end well.
Ghost! It's a ghost!
It's all right. Please calm down and take a deep breath. Can you tell us what you saw?
You're in the middle of the day, in the middle of a very busy port.
Shadow.
You'll be
It
okay, I
ran
promise.
right past me. How could something like that happen in broad daylight?
The hair and the beard just feel so different.
This is terrifying. This is terrifying.
You don't say. Okay, the ones across there were cowering, so. Oh,
Don't come any closer!
he must have been schmoovin'. Honestly.
If we go any further, we'll be out of Port Ormos. There'll be hardly any witnesses.
It's all right. I can detect a faint whiff of the scent from here. I would say he passed by this location not too long ago. It's this way. Please, follow me.
Nose like a bloodhound. I caught a faint whiff. Man, murderer must be a speedrunner. Don't mind me. I didn't get distracted by shinies. You have no proof. Let's maybe go up. I don't particularly want to go up though. Where are you trying to get me to go? Hey, can you not? I've already got a bad rep about me versus wildlife. I need you to stop attacking me before I make it worse. This isn't the team I normally use. I'm not used to this team. I should probably switch to my team at some point. Why are you still aggroed? Can you stop being aggroed? You don't see me. I know you don't see me. Can you? Thank you. Switching for my team back. Now Valhatham dies. No, he didn't. You have no proof.
The scent is getting stronger. This must be the place.
Look, I need a Dendro. This is fine. Perfect. Yeah. Could I have reasonably switched him out for a pyro? Probably. Oh yeah, because they're going to give us Emilie. The pyro would have just used her kit better. Oh well. Whoops.
Are you all right? Were you attacked?
No, I'm all right. I was just chasing after that figure, and then all of a sudden, I didn't feel so hot.
Let me take a look.
The air definitely feels heavy. It smells nice, but for some reason, it's hard to breathe.
This feeling, I've encountered it before.
Everything looks all right. It was probably just the stress of the chase, combined with the impact of the environment. A bit of rest would do you some good.
Oh, never mind the fact that we're pretty sure we
Mr.
just walked into
Edgar
a
is
trap.
still in
This
there.
is great.
He taught my sister how to make perfume. He's a good man.
Also requiring torch to be lit.
I can't just abandon him to die by Curia's hand.
That happens and
You
we're
need to calm down
screwed.
and listen to me. Edgar is the one we're after. He and Kyria are the same person.
But how is that possible? I thought you said Curia was in his 30s. Mr. Edgar is 70-something. Changing your appearance to look decades older, that doesn't seem possible.
That's precisely why he had to resort to extraordinary measures to age himself.
There it is. A delusion.
Kyria used a delusion to bring back the Auguste flower, corroding his body in the process, just like his older sister.
No. He couldn't have. Mr. Edgar has been in Port Ormos for years. If someone started impersonating him all of a sudden, we would have noticed.
And what if the impersonation started before he ever set foot in Sumeru? I've yet to confirm it, but I suspect Kyria killed the real Edgar in Fontaine not long after his release from prison. While Edgar was incarcerated, Kyria started making preparations to replace him, including forcefully aging his body, studying perfumery, and planning the real Edgar's demise.
That's
The new Edgar
messy.
then decided to relocate
That's
to
messy,
Sumeru,
messy.
seemingly out of an innocuous desire to let go of the past. He even left perfume making in favor of mentoring students. But these decisions were all for a specific purpose, the need to distance himself from anyone who might see through the facade. And Sumeru fit the bill to a T, with no one around to question his identity.
crazy.
All he had to do was grow a beard, don a pair of glasses, make a few minor alterations to his appearance, and everyone would believe he was exactly who he claimed, Edgar, a perfumer from Fontaine. As the years went by, he removed his disguise little by little and continued to refine his skills. It would have been a gradual process, one that ensured no one around him would notice anything unusual.
That explains why Sylvain said he barely recognized Edgar back at the hotel. He aged himself decades beyond his years just so he could accomplish his revenge. Is that even worth it?
Well, considering he's trying to off himself right now,
I need to
I'm
find
just-
Mr. Edgar.
it is dedicated.
He's not that kind of person. He can't be.
What you really need is to get out of here and rest.
No, I can keep going.
Wait! This environment is likely being influenced by the delusion. Any discomfort, no matter how slight, should not be treated lightly.
So true.
I know how to relieve your symptoms, Mr. Ooze. Please come with me and rest.
Well, bye,
I'm
Cole.
sure Kiria,
I'll miss you.
no, Edgar, wouldn't want any more innocent people implicated in all this.
Kale's right. The Traveler and I will take things from here. From our brief exposure to a goose, it would seem the substance has little effect on us. This
Enjoy
leads me
your
to believe
meal.
those blessed with a vision
Hopefully it's
or
yummy.
capable of wielding elemental power are more resistant to the effects of abnormal elemental energy. In other words, this environment doesn't pose as much of a risk to us. Actually, now that I think about it, this stronghold likely has multiple points of entry. If the target were to escape from a different point of
how she's
entry,
just making
that might
stuff
allow
up.
him to evade capture. I hate to trouble you, but we need people to survey the perimeter.
She's absolutely just making stuff up now to get him out.
Thanks.
Hey.
Hear that? We're heading out. There's work to be done. Ooze, head back to Port Ormos and start gathering reinforcements.
Got it.
Traveler, Emily, Paimon, please be careful.
You too.
For someone whose only purpose in life is revenge, there's no telling what they'll do when there's no reason to move forward.
Cole.
Don't worry. This isn't the end. Not for us or for Kiria. We're not going to let a goose kill anyone else. It's time for the mythos to fade into obscurity.
Reaper. How are you? It's good to see you. Her weapon is actually really pretty, though. Like, look at that. Look how pretty that is. Alright, I'd be vibing. How are you? I'm doing okay. Just... No, you. Yeah, I'm doing okay, though. Just kind of doing some Genshin. I was trying to decide if I wanted to start the event after this, or just keep it as a short stream.
Monsters? Perhaps they were attracted here by the increased level of elemental energy.
I just somehow managed to pull a mini spirit when being 10 foot after getting her first.
I see everything.
I mean, if it works. Yeah, for me, I think what it is I just didn't care enough. Like, she's a cool enough design, I guess. But especially since you don't see her unless you do this quest. So I am actively learning about her, as we go. So not having the attachment by the
I've
time
never
her
seen
banner
these things
ran
before.
didn't help.
They must also have been created with the power of a delusion. It seems to be avoiding us, and there's no other way forward. Perhaps we could try luring it to the edge of the cliff.
Cool. Sure, that's definitely makes sense. Yep. That's fair. Also, her kit revolves around burning, which makes her a bit niche. Yeah, like I quite like Hyper Bloom. I quite like my Bloom tea. I could probably make burning work, but eh.
Whoa, look at all the Auguste flowers!
Well, those are pretty.
There are so many of them. Paimon can't believe a single person did all this. Must have taken a lot of time.
I love how Paimon knows
I
what they
fear
look
that
like. She
statement is
doesn't go,
truer than
oh,
we
are
know,
those
Paimon.
the flowers or this or
Using a
that? No, it's
delusion
just
comes at a cost. Not just time, but the time you have left to live.
so. How does having a
Why would
fission
Kiria
counteract
need
it?
this many Auguste
Because
flowers.
both D, Luke,
He only
and Child
needed a
have
few
used
bottles
a
of Auguste
delusion
to carry out his plan, right?
and the fission. Like, make Burgeon team if you replace
Perhaps
Goose with
hatred
Toma if you want.
wasn't the only emotion fueling his
Yeah?
obsession with a ghost.
What do you mean?
Not long ago, he told me he didn't want all the flowers transported to Sumeru to wither away in a foreign land. But Kiria betrayed Snezhnaya, abandoned Fontaine, and lived his entire life in Sumeru under the guise of someone else. For someone with nowhere to call home, perhaps dying among a bed of Auguste flowers just like his sister is the best homecoming he could ask for.
They kind of look like the flowers in Kestrus Field. Guessing having a fission gives you superpower plot armor. Shiny. Shiny. I also love how all these domains always have, like, they feel very Sumeru. I love it. It makes me happy. Watch me.
Our bond is strong. Hey,
This is another reason I like this team. Even if I don't go down there myself, a lot of the time they'll just take care of it themselves.
everyone hold hands.
And then when I do come down here, all you do is hit the blooms. Oh, Hathem's just here as insurance. Okay, we can kind of look at what Emily does. The head empty combat strat. Yep. It works. Lordy, it makes me get right on top of to move this one though.
A plant that destroys seeds.
Oh.
Quite the ecological marvel. Let's head back to the place where the seeds first appeared.
That's annoying. Wait, you're gonna have to make me think. Let's just turning it to start water engine. Look, I could get closer. It would just require having a different team. I've seen people get closer. Nope, chasing it backwards. I don't quite have the team for it. Oh my God. I was actually looking at counters on Etsy last night. Just for like that. Because I thought it might be funny to put it on the screen, but a single word about the bunnies. I'm not even sure you guys would notice it. Before I didn't say anything either, so. It's my own doing, but that doesn't mean I can't sulk about it.
Is getting stronger. We're almost at the end.
Do you have a boss fight lined up for us?
The scent of flowers is getting stronger. We're almost at the end.
What you gonna do?
Did they catch up that fast?
What you gonna
No,
do?
my strength is just waning.
Bunny said you were able. Thank you.
But
Ah,
it
the
doesn't
joys of
matter.
delusion.
This is far enough.
Howdy. Howdy. Hi, how are ya? Hello?
This is a garden of Auguste flowers.
Oh,
But
are we going to see his memory
It's
of
not
how
mine.
that...
It's the one that was set
Oh,
on fire
I'm
all
good,
those
just vibing.
years
How
ago
about
in
you?
Fontaine.
Doing okay.
Yelena?
Same, honestly. Just kind of hanging out. I've been putting
Yelena!
off this character quest for a minute, so...
You tried
Did
to
he
hide
just
it
chug
from
a
me,
bottle
but
of perfume? Yes. Yes, he did.
I always understood. The reason why you continued to use the delusion, the reason why you set your garden on fire, it was all because of me. I shouldn't have listened to you that day. I shouldn't have taken the Mora and ran.
Oh.
By the time I realized something wasn't right, there was nothing left. The flowers were gone.
Oh.
And so were you. I know I'm almost 20 years too late.
He was just
I should have
he
come
was
looking
just
for
a
you earlier.
baby.
I should have died with you that day.
He was just a little one. Oh.
Yelena? Yelena!
Oh. Let me
No.
get it here.
Don't leave me. Please. Yelena!
Oh. She wants you to live. Even if you are way older than you're supposed to be.
Emily? I'm alive. No, that's not possible. I saw her. Yelena. We were together.
That was an illusion, likely brought about by the residual toxin in your body coupled with the pollen in the air, neither of which are fatal.
No. The amount of Auguste I drank, it should have been enough.
I'm sorry to say this, but that was a fake. So when Emily was over there, she switched the bottles. I see.
A fake? But how?
We started making the preparations last night with one goal in mind: to create a perfect accord.
Oh.
The accord is the basis of perfume making,
the product in its most primitive form.
Oh, wait.
Ambergris mixed with cedarwood, rounded out with a base note of agarwood.
You might actually make me sad with this. Look at little Emily!
The scent of leather?
Exactly. We're unable to extract essential oils from leather, but by combining
Curia,
other
but
raw
you're just
materials,
tripping.
we can recreate its essence. That is the purpose of an accord.
Does that mean you can recreate any scent in the whole world?
I'm afraid not. Certain fragrances in this world are simply one of a kind. That quality is what draws people in and
That art is so
fuels
cute,
their
too.
obsessions.
God, I love when they do styles like this, where they show the different art styles. So cute.
Also be one of a kind. Our competitor already got their hands on it.
It doesn't matter how much it costs. I have to buy something better.
This fragrance will be one of a kind, no more. Myths can be deconstructed, miracles can be recreated. All it takes is skill, experience, limitless exploration, and a little patience.
that
The only thing left is determining where the real Auguste is hidden. Pretending to be attacked means he's not free to move around. Auguste must be hidden within reach.
Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers.
The curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharawar capable of retaining heat and moisture.
Perfumes are as beautiful as flowers, and equally as delicate. When stored, you must take care to control the temperature and keep them away from direct sunlight. Did you get all that, Emilie?
I got it.
She switched it out, yeah.
Did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
So, Sylvain is dead. Is that right?
Yes, Master.
So, you switched the bottles of Auguste, and then lied to me about Sylvain's death.
I'm like, there's no way they live in
Convincing you that your revenge had been completed was the easiest way to get you to let down your guard.
That's really
Impossible. Even if you found a way to switch out the bottles, there's no way you could have made an accord. If Auguste was so easy to replicate, Yelena wouldn't have.
It was a combination of rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias. Those ingredients would have conflicted with each other if you tried to combine them in the past. But recently, we found a way for them to work together.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias.
Auguste was created over 10 years ago. All this time, people never stopped analyzing it.
Wait a second.
Trying to recreate it. Perfume.
No, she's got to be at least
are
20 something,
advancing
right?
day by day. We found better ways to extract essential oils, separate oils and fats. We even discovered new ways to combine fragrances together.
Like, she has to be at least in her 20s, right? Like, she was ill in that flashback. But at this point in time, she has to be at least, like, I refuse to believe she was less than 11 or 12 during that flashback. Like, I will not hear of it. She was definitely at least 11 or 12. Hi, darling. Panic. Why panic? No panic. Welcome, Raiders. How are you? Thank you for giving the shout out. Hi, Mythic. How was your crafting? Hang on, that means I need to go close a tab. Don't worry about that. Means I need to go close a tab. Don't worry about that. But yeah, how is Strim?
The mythos surrounding Auguste may have been untouchable almost 20 years ago, but now it's time for it to become a thing of the past.
Were you around when it first came out? That's the first question.
For all these years, you should have always known that it is possible to make an accord, even if only in theory.
10 years. I refuse to believe. 20 years ago. I'd feel a lot more comfortable if she was alive to 20 years ago. I'm just saying. It was good. Felt like I'm making good time finishing the Sims. Yay! Good. Have you eaten? If you haven't eaten, go eat. Go eat. Make sure you relax and such. Thank you for the follow.
But the meaning you assigned to Auguste became so inflated, you allowed yourself to get lost in it. Just like the perfume mania that captivated the public all those years ago.
I had dinner.
You believed in its divinity and grandeur. You believed it was entirely one of a kind.
And in the process, you forgot that it was bought on perfume. Nothing more.
Your obsession with Auguste is also what allowed us to predict how you intended your plan to end and to make preparations in advance.
We just didn't expect it to happen so fast.
Or that you would activate the delusion. Speaking of the delusion, did you guys make sure it's out of his range? Like, he can't just reach over and grab it again, right?
You hit the nail on the head now, didn't you? So, Sylvain isn't dead.
Ding dong.
Since you've been preparing your accord since last night, I assume you've also figured out my method, then. That means the news of Sylvain's death. The crowd gathered outside the hotel this morning. It was all an act you put on with the sheriff?
Yes. If we hadn't, you might have resorted to the delusion out of desperation, or continued to use your Spirit Borneal and Auguste combination to wreak havoc.
Which
Who
just
knows?
isn't fair to normal
Maybe
people.
I would have just offed myself then and there.
I know if you had things your way, you would carry the truth of Edgar's demise and the secrets of this garden to the grave, but I'm sorry, Master. I don't want to see
The
any
fact
more
that she's
death.
still calling him master after all of this is...
Sylvain only inhaled a
It's
small amount of
admirable, isn't
poison.
it?
He's being detained as we speak. All the crimes he concealed back then will be exposed in a court of law for everyone to see.
Sometimes
And
I
all
notice
his
little
secrets
details
will
that I
be
don't think
revealed.
about too often with this game.
The
and it's
same
like,
goes for you as well.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I'll be spending the rest of my days in a prison cell then.
Whoa, he accepted that kind of fast.
I mean, he was ready to...
I don't feel the need
He
to
came out there to
justify
die,
my
like-
actions, nor do I intend to repent for them. I did what I set out to do. I may have lost in the end, but it was my
You know,
choice every step
At
of the
least
way.
he's holding himself accountable.
If
We
I
have
could
to
do
give
it
credit where
all
credit
over
is due.
again. But there's no going back, is there?
Over, isn't it? Isn't it?
I'll lead the way.
Isn't it over?
Stick close and hurry up. We can't let Edgar die.
Looks like I'm almost out of time. Although, I do have one final question, Emilie.
Of course, Master.
The combination you used to make your accord. How did you figure it out?
The scent of Auguste is complex and varied, yet the main ingredient consists of a single variety of flower. So, as I was analyzing the sample yesterday, I got to thinking, what if the scent of the Auguste flower was already imbued with that complexity during its cultivation?
You're saying Yelena designed Auguste to have the scent of multiple flowers.
Certainly how
Rainbow
it sounded.
roses, glazed lilies, Cecilias. The perfumers of the past knew that if you combined their essential oils directly, they would just cancel each other out. It was a conundrum they could never solve. But if you cultivate a new flower species that intrinsically carries the unique features of those three scents, you can bypass that issue entirely. It goes without saying that for that time, this idea was a stroke of genius.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and
I've been
Cecilias.
using her with Kaniche. Both mention off of
Those
burning
really
and making a
do
real good team.
seem like flowers
I
you
don't
would
have either
choose.
of them because I don't have a burning team. Not long after that, Eremites rush over. Aria accepted his fate without saying a word. I love how it just magically made a, a chest appear. Like, okay, here you go, I guess. That's how the turnaround comes to an end. Oh, hi, Fontaine. What the hell? Why are you suddenly transporting me to Fontaine? Wait.
Did you know?
Miss
Miss Emily's releasing a new perfume.
I mean, I like her. I like her
Right.
polearm.
I heard about that.
It's pretty.
I think it's called Yelena.
Oh. Oh.
Seems like everyone in Fontaine is talking about the new perfume you're releasing.
I was hoping to release it without such a fuss, but the news spread way faster than I expected. I just hope it won't become the source of some new myth, especially after all the work we did to demystify a goose.
Boom! Silly! Darling, how are you? It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. Did you use the accord from back in Sumeru?
I did, although I made a few modifications to the formula to make the scent more pleasant and long-lasting. I actually brought a few samples with me today. I hope they're to your
I
liking.
still love that bottle.
Also,
That's so pretty.
I was hoping you could try out the fragrance before I officially release it and tell me your thoughts.
How are you, though? I hope you're taking care. Hope you're doing well. Let me see if I can finish this before the ad starts.
Of course! A good sense of taste and sense of smell go hand in hand, you know? Just leave it to Paimon!
That's kind of true, though, actually.
Oh, it smells great!
I'm not sure that's the kind of feedback she had in mind.
It's all right.
Doing
All
well, went
feedback
to the
is
dentist
worth
last week to
considering.
get a teeth removed. You good? You healing okay?
Besides, when it comes to perfume, commenting on whether it smells good is the most straightforward assessment you can ask for. There
Make
doesn't
sure you're
always have to be
taking
a deeper
care.
meaning.
Don't irritate the area around where the tooth was. Speaking of deeper meanings, curious final question.
Right! Do those flowers have some special meaning? Hearing their names seemed to have an effect on him.
If I had to guess, I'd say it probably has something to do with the language of flowers.
I bet flowers have.
Flowers?
Oh yeah, there's.
That before? Paimon remembers
I cried
hearing
at the
something
dentist
like,
from doing good. Just take medicine
the
every 8 hours.
Cecilia
That's fair, honestly.
feelings of the prodigal son?
I know Mizu was
What
super.
each flower is said to represent
super
varies by
anxious about
person and across
getting
different
his,
moments in history.
dentures
The
straight done,
same is
too.
true for the flowers
There's
that
just
make up
something
the scent
about
of the
it, you know?
ghost. After returning to Fontaine,
But I'm glad
I
you're
did
doing
some
okay.
research,
I'm glad
and it
that
turns out the
you're
meanings of
doing
those
well.
3
You're doing
flowers can be reassembled to form a single phrase. Forget the past and keep on living.
Okay, that's painful. Yeah. I do vaguely remember the Cecilia thing. That was from Windbloom, wasn't it? But.
Perhaps that's the legacy Yelena always intended, not the nobility and grandeur most people associate with the goose.
Or maybe that's what she hoped for her brother.
Do you think Kiria knew about that?
Maybe by the very end. Are we getting final when he comes out? I haven't decided.
I paid him a visit before his trial and explained what I found, but he didn't seem to care.
To me, I'm sitting here like, do I want him or do I want to keep saving for Sunday?
knows?
Because I haven't
Maybe
pulled
she
an
didn't mean
AXA.
anything by it at all. That was his response.
So,
Yelena is gone.
and I'm on guarantee because I pulled well on stream. So,
it'll never be anything but conjecture. Even if that is what she was trying to say.
so I'm on
I would
guarantee.
never be
Is
able
it
to
do I
forget her.
want to get an?
Avenging
I'm
her
also
death?
kind of tempted
That was
by
the one I chose for my
Saber,
life.
just because she's going to be
Kiria
a limited
cultivated his
character. Like
revenge
she's not
like
going
a
to come
flower.
back.
He was committed to making it bloom, even if in the end it didn't bear the fruit he was hoping for. In any case, he did want me to pass along his thanks.
So yeah, I'm
Thank you
trying
for
to decide
saving
if
my
I want fine on that back.
For giving me
That's
the
so
chance
true,
to learn about
right?
Goose
Right,
could have
limited
carried a
characters. Like, we'll
very
get Archer for
different
free. But like, do I pull on Saber because she's not gonna, they're not gonna rerun the collab characters. And it's like, do I want her just because she's limited? Kind of. Not gonna lie to you. No idea how she's gonna play. No idea how it's gonna work out. Don't know much about the Fate series, but why not Poe? Because I currently have like 50 pulls, so we'll see how it goes. And I think, aren't they supposed to be getting their own special type of banner? Is that what I read? So like, how's the pity gonna work with that? 50, damn. I was saving hardcore for ratio rerun. I got ratios like Cone. I got ratio to E2. I tried the pull on an AXA, and you know what I got for an AXA? I got Walt. I think it's 50. I've got a decent amount saved right now, but Ratio is my lovely husband, but they gave me E2 Welt. Welt, why? Well, coming for all of us, like. I got, in terms of how many pulls it took, questionable. But I did get lucky getting E2 ratio. I've returned with dinner. Welcome back! What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? What is it? What is it? But then, yeah, when I was pulling on an AXA, I got Welt. I was like, oh, I guess I'm not getting an AXA. That's fine. Or cashew tacos. Ooh. That sounds good. Get it, Grandpa, but damn, I need Cass ratio. I'm not gonna lie to you, I like Cass as a character well enough. Only reason I wanted her was for the global passive. Didn't pull her. Only reason I pulled on her at all is because I wanted the global passive. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Legitimately the only thing that kept me going with her. Like, I like her as a character well enough, but... Oh my god, my keyboard. My keyboard is slowly dying. I understand. My keyboard is slowly dying. Like, the media buttons don't work the way they're supposed to anymore. The volume button just out and out gave up. Recently, every time I hit enter, it will add a bracket afterwards. I'm not sure how that's connected, but it is. And then my phone keyboard, I just gave up. That's I have fat fingers. When you used to have paws, getting used to fingers takes a little minute. I got mixed up the words. My keyboard gets Oh. Keyboard, how could you? How could you? But yeah, no, I don't know when I got as attached to ratio as I did. I got attached to the ratio. So do I regret the E2 ratio? No. He matches his husband now. Skirt is also coming too. I saw that. The drip art. I can't decide. I think the design is pretty. I don't think I like it for the character. Does that make sense? Considering, I mean, admittedly, I don't know a whole lot about her because I haven't like deep dived or anything. But considering she's Child's Master, the one from the Abyss, I wish she was a little bit more battle hardened. You know, it's a pretty design. I just hate it for that character. I'm not pulling her. You know, that's fair. That's fair. That's valid. I do. I think it's a pretty design. I hate it for that character in particular. Just because it's like, where's this battle, you know, hardened, battle ready? No, she looks like she stepped out of a fashion magazine, and I... makes me sad, honestly. I've seen way too many Aoife fan arts. Aoife, I do kind of, like, as a character, I like Aoife. And for his gameplay, I haven't pulled him, because I haven't really pulled on, I went all in on Shilonen, so I haven't pulled on, like, Escoffier, and I already have, Navia. I haven't pulled on him. But, like, his gameplay doesn't look bad. He looks like he was meant to be a 5-star. I'm not gonna, like, honestly, if you look at his gameplay, he looks like he was meant to be a 5-star. Especially since, I think, is it a glitch? Or where it looks like he's supposed to have, like, a signature gun as a weapon or something like that? Like, one of his animations, because I've seen people do it, where he's flinging around, like, the, what it should be a gun? Instead, it's a catalyst? I wish he had a signature gun. That would be so cool, wouldn't it? Exactly, Hoya, why make 4 that are meant to be 5? Right! A couple of them, they've done that too. And then it's like, look, Escoffier is fine. I liked her well enough, but like she did not need to be a 5-star. She could have been a 4-star. Like, you know who should have been a 5-star? Eon-san. Eon-san should have been a fucking 5-star. Like, one of the major players in the Natlan storyline, one of the big... No, why is she a 4? Like, exactly. Yeah, it's Scoffy did not need to be a 5-star. I'm sorry, Scoffy. It looks more like a 4-star than some of the other... But I got R1 Navia weapon going for Scoffy. Womp. Well, now you've got guarantee. Now you have to pull it, you know? I wanted the aesthetic to match. I crashed out when she was a 4-star. Honestly, valid. Janssen should not have been a 4. She should not have been a 4-star. Like... No, what I'm kind of annoyed about is that Kachina is such a major character. And, like, I like the fact that we have Shilonen. I like Shilonen as a character a lot. But it's like, part of me feels bad that Shilonen's the 5-star instead of Kachina. Though that's just because I'm weird. Yay, rant and dinner. Oh my god. Okay, look, I'm not even going to apologize for this. I am but a simple person. Okay, I am but a simple creature. And I think I make some valid points. Maybe, hopefully. God, she should not have. Eon's been advertising for Natlan forever. Yeah, the fact that, like I said, Eon's on. And then there's the fact that I have distracted you. My mission was complete. Congratulations, Chili. You have thoroughly distracted me. Oh, dear. Okay. Anyway. No, the other thing I'm kind of upset about is they need to slow down on the 5-stars for one. Give us more 4-stars. Or, you know, slow down on the characters. You don't need so many new characters. But also, here where all the good men gone. A piece of string could do that. Sure. Wow. Wow. Okay. I see how you guys are. Wow. And here, I thought you liked me. I thought you came by because you wanted to spend time with me, and yet all you're... I would forever appreciate if they slowed down on new characters, honestly. A plushie adventuring would work. I would like another plushie adventuring, I'm not gonna lie to you. My bird lives on my bed. I can't cuddle him when I'm sitting. I legitimately cannot use him at the desk. He's too big. Like, he is too big. I cannot sit with him on the desk. I come the bully. Anyway. We were trying to finish this story quest up. I think that was the direction we were headed, because I was I'm sorry, that was amazing. I came here to eat the cutie patootie. Hey Chili, did you see my new fit? Did you see my new fit? Did you? Do you wanna? With that, or I leave the basement. Wait, what one? Give me a second. Let me change real fast. That was so cute. I want to put bosses in there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was tempted to. I was looking at bosses earlier and such. Let me get changed real fast though. Need something that's a bit cozier. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it? I love this fit so much. Hang on. Let's do something really fast. And then what we do is we come up here and we hit that button. Oh, it didn't work. Why did you not work? Yeah, no, come back. Why'd you not work? Why'd you not move like you were supposed to? Hello? There we go. There we go. Okay, much better. I fixed it. I got it to do what I wanted it to do. It just took me a second. Did I? Oh, you want me to make bombs free? How'd you get points? Hang on. How do we? One, how do we get currency? And two, how do I help you guys get currency? I love this outfit. Hi, Chili. How have you been? You look so cozy. Thank you. Catrus, please. Catrus is getting you. No, you could try to get Catrus back. I'm just saying. But yeah, thank you. Isn't it cute? And I love how you can tell Maru's rigging is getting better all the time. Like my model, like my other model moves really well and everything, but like just looking at this one and how she's more fluid, in my opinion. She's a simpler one too, mind you, but like there's no Salix on screen, so you'll have to do I'm not gonna just okay, to be fair, I was experimenting earlier and I wasn't fully sure how to turn them into channel points from bits. But hey, if you got bits to spare, there's another new toggle for you to play with if you're on PC. Okay. It just is 1-5. Look, all you need to do is win one more jump catch, and then you've got your your bomb. Damn. I wonder if there's a way to set that to auto. Can I just make it where you automatically drop things? Did it? Not me getting completely distracted by this. Okay, so now that we've gotten very distracted by the bunnies. I have to figure out how to get M to stop registering on my chat box. Oh jeez. Do battle royale? Sure. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn that on real fast. Yeah, I haven't messed with it too much. Today I just put it on the bottom just to see if people will notice it, to be honest. But how do I access background color? How do I turn on battle royale? Cat brain. We've been distracted. We've been thoroughly distracted. It's true. Now how do I turn on battle royale? I don't really want to disconnect because then you guys would have to. Should be battle royale. Did that trigger it? Hang on. If I disconnect it for a second, y'all are gonna have to hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll bring the bunnies right back. Okay. Oh, so I'm actually gonna have to sit down and mess with this. Me, Caters, and the texture of spamming chat. Are you having fun? To be fair, I got distracted. Are we having fun with it though? What I'm learning is I need to, one, figure out how to get currency better, like the gold, and then 2, figure out how to start a battle royale. Yes, look, that's all I want. They were cute. You guys are little rabbits for now. You're little clovers. Talk to Q. Okay, yeah. Hey Q. I'm gonna message her actually now. Oh, how much do you know about stream avatars? Here we go. Yeah, no, like I said, tonight was more of an experiment just to see if people noticed it. So what I have learned is that I very much have to see about setting things up properly. I can silence, I'm happy. Okay, cool. Well then I'm gonna let you silence while we finish wrapping this up, and then I will see about trying to properly set up some of the stuff. It was my first attempt using stream avatars, so I'm gonna lurk on the foodie tour. Have fun! Yeah,
Love and hatred are a privilege of the living. When someone dies, their thoughts, feelings, and intentions die with them. In that sense, what Goose truly represents in the language of flowers will forever remain a mystery. But even if it's only a conjecture, I would like to believe my own interpretation. The meaning we give to flowers, the symbolism we assign to our perfumes, they're constantly twisted and exploited in our imperfect world. And yet, at the very outset, they're born from the simplest and most beautiful desires we hold in our heart.
God, that is such a pretty bottle. We've been done for the last like 20 minutes or so. Oh, that's okay. Take that. Tilt the bottle in the sunlight. Forget the past and keep living. Switch? What do you mean switch? What does it do? Wait, you just literally just get to sit there and spritz yourself with perfume? Bully me, I bully you. Don't threaten me with a good time. Dang. Okay, I'd like my compass back, but like, that's cute. Wanna bet? Oh my god. Well then. Who's gonna be? Bully. There's Okay, should I go ahead and start this while we're here? How long how long is the story gonna take for the event? Like, do we want to go ahead and start it, or do we want to probably call it and see if I can figure out how to get the battle royale to work? That's kind of what, did you, hang on, you want to see a thing? I kind of flashed it on stream last night for a moment, but it was only for a moment. That's kind of, I don't think Maru's gonna, like, do a full thing of it, and I would not ask Maru to do a full thing of it, for free or anything like that. But that is where, because I said something about, wanting my koi fish when I'm able to save for her. And that's where that came from. Isn't it pretty? Not us breaking chat. Please, I am having a blast watching it, to be honest. So, I like that's where that came from too. I've decided to get a maidish Cadris and maybe an Elsie. Let's go! Eh? There's this one person who does these really cute chibi models, and one of them's a maid, and one of them's like a laid-back little chibi. But isn't that cute? When I'm able to afford it, that's kind of what I want to get for like stream avatars. But yeah, it was like the bunnies have meaning. They may not necessarily make a whole lot of sense, but they do have meaning. It's a personal one. So yeah, it's like I would like to go ahead and get my koi at some point, but not right now. I want to be fish with top hat and a sword. I mean, we can arrange that if you guys like. Okay, do we want to start talking about this right now and start talking and planning possible stream element or stream avatars? Because like, absolutely, I'm down to take down like koi colors, like color alterations. So I will legitimately. Sounds fun. Yeah. And then what? You said you want a top hat? Or one of the hat? Top hat. And then a sword? I will legitimately write this stuff down. Not even kidding. Because I do, even if right now, like I said, right now, Clover's cute, right? And like I said, the bunnies do have a meaning. Not one that makes sense, but they have a meaning. But I want to get the koi at some point, so. Yeah, on that note, do we want to go ahead, wrap this here for right now, and then see if we shall get the fishy. We shall get the fishy! We're gonna have to save for the fishy, but we'll get the fishy. I like to accessorize, if possible, colors, hats, monocles. Ooh, okay. Monocles. You should be able to mess with some of the stuff that, the little guys you have now have. I'm pretty sure they have other options. I don't know why they all have. Why they all have the flower and the hat, the bow. But you should be able to mess with that. But we shall do some planning. Hee hee hee. I am perfectly content with sitting here, and, you know, planning and plotting and. Needs to be set up on your dash first. Did I not set that up? How do I? I thought I set that up. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna, when I get off tonight, I'm gonna be messing with stream avatars for a little bit. Like where you have the sound alert. Okay. I'll see if I can figure that out then. I just wanted to use the bunnies tonight, but or like hang on. if I make it a panel, can you use it on the panel? Because I know, thank you, Mizu. Like, hang on, if I say I set this, I'll make that. I do that, and I come over here and set it as a panel. Will it show up on the panel? Can you not do it if it's set as a component? Hmm. Hmm. I what? You won 5. Yeah, I think it needs to be a panel. Okay, because I put it as a panel. I don't know if you need to, if refreshing would fix that or. Cadris is having fun attacking people. Okay, so I set it as a panel instead. So there's that. Let me know if that works. Hopefully, maybe. Hey Mizu, is there any accessories that you'd like to see on a stream avatar? Or like specific colors? Because that's what this is. Was a little like kind of a prototype. Like I'm if I get it, you know, when I get it done, I'm gonna not bother Maru. Unless Maru wants to do it. If Maru wants to do it, we can talk. But like okay, waiting on it to load now. Let's go. I want to see an adventuring hat. Adventuring hat. Advent hat. Watermelon. I'd have to think on it though. Watermelon colors? Watermelon. Okay. Glasses. Sure, that. Well, I mean, what do you mean by watermelon? Just, you want them carrying around a watermelon? You have to admit, watermelon colors would be funny, though. No idea how much this is gonna end up costing, but... Did I, show you guys the one that I liked? The one artist that I, want to get from? I saw them do this carbuncle one, and I just fell in love with that. They're all pretty now. Yay. So, okay, hang on, give me a second. I'll show you the... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to open this back up, because we're gonna pretend like this is what we're doing. But in reality, what we're doing is a glorified just chatting session. Give me a second, and then I'll put on some music just because. This has some background noise. So normal select stream. Shush! If you get a carbuncle, I vote you play. No, okay, look. I wouldn't get a carbuncle. I just really liked this particular artist's carbuncle, which is why I wanted to go ahead and, if I got physical royal edition, you don't even have to buy it. I play you, vote you play 14. Am I willing? What am I willing to put myself through? Oh, hang on. It helps if I go to the right page. There we go. There we go. Let's see if they come out real easy. There's a couple that I think are cute. Or not, because apparently we've decided we're not working. There it is. But emotional road trip. 16 is a lot of fun. It's fun. I love Clive in 16. Yeah, I haven't got my hands on 16 either. I know 16 was kind of back and forth for some people. See, there are some really cute ones, to be fair. To be fair, there are some people that do like super cute, like this one. That's adorable. I'm currently on 7. I'd like to play 7 at some point. Or like that one, which is just simple little guys. Which I kind of like those too, but let's see if I can find the one I want real fast. Where are you? Where are you? I so the first half of 7R physical. People get upset when the game changes too much. I mean, that's... yeah... When you sit there and you change the game up quite a bit, it's... On one hand, it's like, I get why. And on the other hand, I can get why people with nostalgia get upset. But also, if the story's the same, you know? 16, I think people didn't give much of a chance because when it came out. For me, for Final Fantasy 16, my biggest thing... the main reason I wasn't like super interested in it was because it looks dark. It looks too grim for me. It looks like a Souls game, which I didn't like too much. Oh, hello, Scar from Wuthering Waves. Oh, hello. Now let's see which one is the one that I also like these. These are cute too. These are, this is actually the artist that did the bunnies. He did the bunnies. It is the darkest storyline, I think. Yeah, see, I'm okay with dark storylines. I just don't like dark worlds. Does that make sense? Like, physically, like, visually, don't like dark worlds. So that's what it is for me. It's, like, it looks like a Souls game. And Souls games are just, they're not the prettiest? Is that how I want to phrase that? Like, you know how, like, Genshin, for example, is super colorful and bright? Like, you can give me dark storylines. You can give me post-apocalyptic stuff. I just like the colorful worlds. To offset it a little bit. Okay, how do I check my wish list again? I think it froze. Play Final Fantasy 9. Is 9 available easily? This one. There you are. I'm like, I didn't see you. Like, this is what I first saw. That was the first one that, like, that used to be the top of their thing. And look how cute these carbuncles are. Like, look how freaking cute these are. I fell in love with these. On Steam. Oh, okay. Not the type of person that wouldn't bring flashlight when exploring New World, huh? Hey, speaking of Final Fantasy, I still want to finish 16. Yeah, Soph was just saying it's really good. But yeah, you see how cute these carbuncles are? And then they had... yeah. Like down here with the different accessories and colors and such. This is... should probably go ahead and add that over there too, like this. But yeah, I did hear 16's really good. Yeah, I didn't even bring up the carbuncles for the, you know, I want to play Final Fantasy. I brought those up just because I think they're cute. I saw that, and it's like, oh, I love that. I'll get to 16 soon, and only 8 more games to go. You've got this. Actually, not speaking of games, but did you do your hour of art like you said you were going to? Hey, Cages, that sounds like a hey. Remember when somebody said that they were going to do an hour of, I'm just, you know, just putting it out there. That's a thing you could do. Yeah, that's why it's like for this particular artist, it is starting at 300. Then they got away from me. It happens, yeah. If I ever play a single Final Fantasy game, it's going to be completely out of order right now with absolutely zero context because I'm a bad lad like that. Understandable. Have a nice day. Sanity. Yeah, that one starts at 300. And then I liked this one. I thought this one was kind of cute. I couldn't fully commit to that, but just play all the spin-offs and pretend they're their mainline games. That would be a fun stream thing. Yeah, no, we're totally just absolutely playing the actual game. What do you mean? What? Heck, you right. Okay, so for we got watermelon as a color because I'm not sure what else that would be. Sword, monocle, top hat, aventurine hat, and then I put down sunglasses because if you're going to do the aventurine hat, you have to do the aventurine sunglasses too. Is there anything else we want to add to this list for right this second? something if we're looking at Fijian, there's a wonderful artist named True. So true, bestie. Wait, you have a sword? No, but for the stream avatars, I would make a sword. Tiger stripes? Tiger stripes. Like, that is definitely a future plan. We can save for that, but Salix plays Final Fantasy, but it's actually Final Fantasy Mystic. What? It has Final Fantasy in the title. It counts. That's how I view it. It has it in the title. It counts. Tactics. I'm not sure I'd like tactics, to be fair. Like tactics doesn't seem. You know. I still kind of want to start this. I kind of want to start it, but I also kind of want to... I'm just afraid if I start it, we'll be here for another 3 hours. Final Fantasy Legends, which are actually a whole other game series, given the name Final Fantasy in the US. Why? Don't ask me why I'm questioning it. But why? Tactics War of the Roses. I'm alert because I haven't eaten since 7 a.m. It's now... Chili? Please get some food in your system. My dear, my lovely, sweet Chili. And then go the... Not I am... I'm trying to decide if I need to tell you to go the fuck to sleep or not. Either way, please go eat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, go eat, dear. Go eat, lovely. They did it because Final Fantasy was still in the US, so tried to use the name. Ah, then Kingdom Hearts again. Like, this is kind of Final Fantasy, right? Yeah, kind of. It's 2:10 p.m. Okay. So not as bad. Still, go eat. Go eat. They finished the 2.0 quests in Star Rail, about to start 2.1. 2.1 is so good. Oh my goodness. You're not going to get to it tonight, but like I need to be there for the end of 2.1. I will go eat. Good. Good girl. Okay, I won't do that. Or Salix can just play 8. Why is that filming with Dread? Why do I not like the sound of that? Concern. was kind of broken, but it had an awesome card game. When we say awesome, are we talking like Yu-Gi-Oh? Or are we talking like poker? Like which kind of card games are we looking at? And so you can get the funny laughing meme. I watched a friend play that like years ago. It was a good time. Let's see, what? Someone say card game? Card game? Card game? Yeah, I was informed that there's a good card game. I'm also already tired of this, where you're finding something else to listen to. What are we? Hey, is Scion around still? Because I need to know if I put this on, how many people I'm about to annoy to high heaven. Like a triple triad? Oh, okay. Final Fantasy TCG is fun IRL. I like the partner. Ooh, me. I apologize for nothing. Anyway.
I want you to show me your fantasy. No past and no future. That's what I need. The groove takes it over. We'll wait and
also, apparently, there's going to be Final Fantasy cards coming from Magic the Gathering. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did a collab. But I know, didn't they do one with Miku? Like, the laughing scene is mean, but it's such a deep meaning. Guys should actually work on that. Okay, cool. I have played 13. That's about it, to be honest. I started 12, got lost, never went back. Watched someone else play 10, though that was years ago, so admittedly I don't remember much of it. So. I hope the clap is on the card game. I mean, it shouldn't. I love watching the attack so much. It makes me happy. Joke's on you, I'm not in there. I'm not in there. She like says kidding herself almost. True. Wow. Okay, Mizu, I see how it is. Oh my god. So I've decided that I absolutely love gotta figure out how to separate the track. Look, a dance the dance. This was something, yes, absolutely. Not my go-to song, go-to cover, but yes, absolutely. If you see a body player, no, that's cute. The little, that's so cute. Bum. You have cereal. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out the gold system then. That's one of my takeaways from this is figure out the gold system, figure out battle royale. I like that hug animation. That was cute. It feels so good when your morals are praised. So listen to the voice you're hearing. I love listening to these covers. For that, I grew up listening to Judy, but one of my favorite covers of his is I really like his Under Another Goose cover, and I listen to his Foamy cover like a lot. And then there's Oops, didn't mean to do that. Then there's the then there's the one song. Then there's this. Which made me cry like every day for almost a week straight.
Palaces of silver and gold.
The 50-member chorus for Karu's good.
It's like the saying I've often been told. No matter the cost, do things right. You have to be careful.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out the gold. I know there's a way to connect stream avatars to mix it up too. To use like mix it up currency. I might look at that. And the hug animation is adorable. I love the little hugs. That is so cute. Is my musical that is literally how I met a couple of my best friends. Mythic I've known since school, because of school, but like a couple of my internet besties was through Pro and my mild obsession with it. Mild! It was tiny. It was teeny tiny. I promise. Itty bitty. It wasn't like my brain rot for like a couple of years or anything. Of course not. What?
One mistake is all that it takes for the walls to come crumbling down. You have to ignore them, the echoing voices that cackle and curse as you toil away.
Music I've known a very long time is one of my favorite people just by default. But yeah, I met a couple of my my favorite people otherwise. Yeah, I also love how easy it is to just throw a bunch of stars down and then make it register as a jump by throwing a bomb. That is so funny to me. I'm going to have to figure out how to get my chat to stop registering, or like on the widget to stop registering M. But any which way. Okay, so I've got some stuff down here for future savings. And I've got I'll probably just go ahead and do the event on my own. We're down to only having the me plainly ignoring that. The event and Sijuan. Do I want to do Sijuan's quest? Just to get it done? Not tonight, but like, just to get it done. Just to see them I'm going to college for the night. When you swing your we only have 20 hours of stuff left to do. Star Real's getting ready to update too, so like, shh. Bring tissues for citrus. Is it good? Yes, we need to say this. Cheers to save that one. Oh, okay. I see how it is. We need to like seriously save that one. I really feel the affection that you hold for me. Halfway hours. We're so running up. Oh my god. Anyway. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call in for the night then. Anything else can be a future issue. Anything else is a future Salix issue. Still have to go through Clarence's story. Gotta try to get through Escoffier's tonight. I mean, you get through what you get through, you know? Decide what we're doing. Do we trust random people? Do we just want somebody random, or do you guys have something in mind? Because if you don't have someone in mind, I'm just gonna put someone random. Random. Okay. 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 You look cute. Let's do this. I will talk to you guys soon, okay? Be good. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see.